Chris is here, we can start. Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, oh, I gotta put my glasses back on, otherwise I won't. Let's just start with percentages again, folks. Waukesha County at 2.7% today. We've been hovering 2.5, 2.6, 2.7. We're in the low numbers now, and that's good. In Waukesha County, 50.3% people have had at least one dose of the vaccine. Statewide, today it's 3.1% positivity, and only 48.6 people have had the vaccine. And it's very interesting. These numbers are becoming more and more important. We were instructed last week, or maybe a week and a half ago, that we now need to report weekly to the state the number of residents and the number of staff that have been vaccinated. And this is going to be used in figuring reimbursement. So we don't know quite yet how that is going to shake out for us, but we know that the higher percent of staff that are vaccinated, the higher our percent of reimbursement could be. So we need to encourage all our staff to get the vaccine because as they take 2%, 3%, 4% from our reimbursement, that hits the bottom line. Resident-wise, we've been doing very well. When residents have been coming in, most of them have been vaccinated. If they're not, we're able to vaccinate them very quickly after they come in. So we're doing well there. We're not doing all that well with employee vaccinations, and we'll see what comes down after they lift the emergency use on the Pfizer, Moderna, and Johnson & Johnson. More to come there. Kind of like more to come on the mask mandates. I don't know about you, but I've been out a little bit and going into some of the stores, and I quite don't know what to do. I've been wearing my mask, and I see some people in there with masks and some without masks, and I see signs on the door that says, fully vaccinated people do not need to wear masks. So I'm guessing that everybody in there that does not have a mask is fully vaccinated because they are attesting to that by not wearing a mask. Except, I also know there are people who are very opposed to masks and opposed to the vaccine. And I'm wondering if some of them are in there. I don't have a way of knowing. Most places do not tell you to show your vaccine card when you come in and take your mask off then. No, it's them attesting by not wearing a mask that they are fully vaccinated and that, I'm safe to be around them. I think if you're in doubt, I think you have to wear a mask. Unfortunately. Outside, I don't see anybody wearing masks. Well, I do see a few people wearing masks, but very few people because we're socially distant and we're outside, and the airborne particles, I think, are disseminating relatively quickly. I talked with Jill yesterday, and the pavilion, we are getting a lot of people signing up for the pavilion, and that's a good thing because last year the pavilion wasn't used at all, and that's a shame. So we have got a lot of folks signing up down there, and the numbers outside, we're saying try to limit your group to 60. And that is about all that can sit under the pavilion in a good fashion. So we're happy to have that back. Outside groups on the other side of campus in the rail, that's a public area. We are opening up to outside groups. We've raised the limit at the rail, and I cannot remember what it is right off the top of my head. I want to say it's something like know, 20, 29, 28, something like that. It raised quite a bit from the 18 that we had. And folks have asked me about bringing parties into Rockwell's, and we're really not ready for that yet. We're not ready to entertain parties in the clubhouse, either outside of what we sponsor, what we are doing. So that there'll be more to come. We've gone down to our weekly COVID meetings just once a week. Throughout the entire year of the pandemic, we were meeting 3 times a week because so much guidance changed through the week. We're not getting that kind of change in guidance anymore. We're getting, weekly updates, and even the weekly updates are giving us very little different information right now. I think everybody's just kind of holding their breath to see where this is all going, what's going to happen with individual community mask mandates, facility mandates. The hardest thing that we noticed was when the president took his mask off and said you don't have to wear masks anymore. We had a lot of folks come in without masks, and we are still healthcare. Hospitals are still healthcare. We have got to maintain the masking. So as you come over the North Campus, coming over to this side for things, you're still going to need to be masked. Yes, a question here.
I get a lot of questions about the face shield and people saying, "Oh, on Thursday we're waiting to hear." So if that were to change, we wouldn't wait until Thursday.
No,
right?
That's right. Amanda's saying, and I'm sure we're hearing this from staff as well as volunteers, the face shields, and no guidance has changed on the face shields yet. They are saying we have to wear them when we come in close contact with any of our residents. And so we do not have the okay to lift that yet. Believe me, we won't wait till Thursday to tell people that is lifted. It will happen immediately. We'll get emails out. We will let people know. But for right now, that is still in place. We've got to err on the side of safety. Other questions? Or Chris, how are we doing with volunteers here? Okay. Many of you know that Pro Health is our therapy department here, and we are going to start bringing people down to the therapy gym, and that has not happened in 15, 16 months. Our therapists have been coming up to 3rd floor and doing what they can there, but all of the state-of-the-art equipment happens to be down in our therapy gym. And we are to the point now where we can bring people from 3rd floor down to 1st floor. So we have opportunities for volunteers. And what that consists of is going up to 3rd floor, hitting the elevator right outside the chapel here, going down, and you empty right into the therapy area. And they would have prescribed times for you. And so if any of you have availability, and it's mostly mornings, correct, Chris? I believe. 8:30 to noon. And it's just to bring people from our rehab down. You get to meet a lot of people. Rehab really turns over quite regularly, so you get to see and you get to see how well things progress in our therapy department, because they really are a good therapy group. So if you'd like to help out there, give Chris a call. Get a hold of Amanda. She'll forward you to Chris. Mark, anything going on the campus?
Just to remind everybody about the vote in service, now that you took the testing, but you still need to be oriented to our votes of what's new or old on our votes. So they should remind them that it's every Wednesday, this coming Saturday at, I believe, it's 9 o'clock. And all of it is signed up. You have to sign up. And then
Boat-in
Wednesday-
services this Saturday at 9 o'clock. You need to know our boats. You need to know the difference between the three of them. You need to know, where the life preservers are, how to bring the boat in, how to put the ramp down, those kind of things. So this Saturday at 9 o'clock at the pavilion, make sure you sign up so that they know who to expect. And then every Wednesday, it's available at 2 o'clock. Same thing. You got to call and sign up with Amanda. If you don't sign up, none of our people are going to appear.
Can I encourage possibly if you live over at Lake Terrace to do one? We have a good group on Saturday already, so maybe
Okay.
Wednesdays would be better.
If you're living at Lake Terrace, Amanda says we have a good group signed up on Saturday already. If you live there and can do it on Wednesday, sign up for Wednesday at 2 o'clock. It would be a little bit easier so that everybody gets a chance to do a little hands-on kind of stuff over there. Okay? Good.
Also, if anybody wants to know, there's a pad that's poured, the concrete pad, what's going there? There is a bench that has been donated.
Oh,
that
yeah.
is going to be sitting there.
Yes. If you're walking down the sidewalk here toward Oconomowoc and you're on the south side, you will see a new pad of concrete there. We have a memorial bench that will be placed out there next week, right, Mark? Okay. By Forgotten Treasures. So as you walk down that way, you will be able to rest there and you'll be able to read the inscription as to who that bench is in memory of. Sarah, what's going on?
This is for staff who are listening. We just had a lovely lunch at Rockwell's, and staff is now allowed to use Rockwell's, correct? So,
If you're vaccinated,
if you're vexed,
yes.
and that you make a reservation.
Rockwell's is open to staff. You need to call ahead for a reservation, but you do need to be vaccinated to use Rockwell's because that is under Bureau of Assisted Living guidance, and we have got to go by their rules. Brian,
Yes, with the warm weather coming on, we've been getting a lot more visitors coming to LDA. We just need to remind our residents to make sure that their guests are still screening at the kiosk. That's still a requirement.
all guests all over the campus, any guests need to screen in at the Safe Health kiosk. Lake Terrace folks, they can only come in door one, so they have to go through, have to be screened, and they should be getting a guest sticker to wear. We're still under those regulations.
Can you let Tower residents know that I did change all of their fobs so that they can get through door number 1 or the connector door by your office to get over to Rockwell? We had a little hiccup with that, so.
Okay. Yes, Tower residents that are going to use Rockwell's, we did reprogram your fobs to get in past my office there and in door 1, so you can access Rockwell's either way. And we made all these changes when we locked down for COVID, and now we have to just remember to undo those changes. So I'm sorry for any inconvenience to folks. I think we've got it handled now. Another question, Amanda.
Any word on the wellness clinic for the assisted living?
Wellness clinic for the assisted living. Brian, do you remember the time on that?
I know at LTA, the wellness clinic at Lake Terrace Apartments, the last Tuesday of the month.
Right.
from-
How about over here?
They were supposed to start that up. I will make sure we have an answer for people next week.
Okay.
We'll communicate it somehow.
Yeah, I don't think there's been anything started up
Oh,
yet, so
okay.
that's why.
All right. Yes, it will be starting. We will get word out on that. We'll post something in the elevators so that folks over here on the tower put it on 900 so that, yes, we can get back to having the wellness clinic, I think on second floor. Is that where it was? I think that's where the clinic is here. Okay. Anything else? Amanda? No, honestly, I think it's been an eventful week, but it's not been a week where I can announce that we're rolling back a lot of things. When in doubt, err on the side of safety with masks. There's a call coming in right now.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, over at Lake Terrace, I was walking through there this morning, and I noticed the food collection bins over there. Thank you very much, Lake Terrace folks. I know this was a self-initiated food drive by the residents at Lake Terrace, and I'm seeing all kinds of canned goods and dry goods coming into the food bins. And I know that the folks at the food pantry are very appreciative of that because their shelves dwindle very quickly.
Ivy called.
Ivy called. Ivy has the information.
The last Tuesday of the month from 10:30 to 11:30.
Last Tuesday of the month for Tower residents from 10:30 to 11:30.
And it is on channel 900.
Oh, it's on channel 900. So take a look at that. 9:30 to 10:30, the last.
No, 10:30 to 11:30.
Oh, okay. If you come at 9:30, you're going to be early. 10:30 to 11:30, last Tuesday of the month.
Yep.
Brian.
We want to remind our tower residents that we will be bringing back resident council, starting in June.
Okay, resident council for the Tower residents coming back in June. So look ahead to the June calendar so you can mark that date. Come to the community room. You'll hear a lot of your questions answered. Okay? Anything else? Very good. Thank you all. Hopefully we'll have good news next week. Take care.